We're live, Fares.
Oh, wait, what happened with the intro?
I don't know.
Oh,
Let's
what's
play.
up, everybody? How's everyone? Everyone had a
I don't know
wonderful
what
time.
happened there.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I thought the intro was gonna happen, but it is what it is. It's fine. But guys, welcome one and all. Welcome everybody. Hope you had a wonderful day. Hope you had a wonderful time. It is the return of the rally. We are previewing the Australian Open. It is gonna be happening tonight, but tomorrow, if you know what I mean. Or no, tomorrow.
I don't think it's not tonight.
Tomorrow.
No, that'd be Saturday. It starts Sunday in Australia, so it's Saturday night here.
Saturday night here. Yes. Yeah. You know, they're in Australia. It throws me off. Guys, but thank you guys so much for joining us. I hope you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button on Good Friends, Better Rivals. We're 15 away from 300. But without further ado, let me introduce you to the person who I can't do this without, because literally she just taught me how time works. You literally just saw it. It's the one, it is the only, it is Adelia. Adelia, how are you?
I'm good, Ferris. How are you?
I'm doing great.
I am so excited. Tennis is back. You know that we love the Australian Open around here. So yeah, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Let's get right into it. The defending champions, Madison Keys, Jannik Sinner, their roots to last year's titles. For Madison, were two singles victories in Australia in 2025, Adelaide and the Australian Open, on the way to winning 18 of her first 19 matches, but did not win another tournament all season. So I don't know if a repeat is in the cards, but we'll see if she can rectify that situation.
She had a really great season last season.
Yeah,
though. She was 37-15,
71%
71% win rate. That's really good.
That's really good.
She had a career high ranking at number 5. She reached in February after winning the Australian Open. But the thing that is weird about it is her other best Grand Slam result is only a round of 32 at the U.S. Open.
Yeah. She did qualify for the WTA finals for the second time in her career. And her keys last year were dominant serving and her improved break point efficiency. It went up from 41% to 47%. She has a strong grass court record, so Madison Keys, out of the two defending champions, she may be the least likely to repeat, because on the men's side is a man who's taken over Australia. And take us through his path to victory, Adelia.
Jannik Sinner, the now 2-time defending champion, going into this year. 6 singles titles in 2025. The Australian Open, Wimbledon, of course, the Paris Masters, Vienna, Beijing, and the ATP Finals. 58-6 last year, closing the year with a win rate above 90% for the second consecutive year, becoming only the 4th player in the Open era to finish successive seasons with a 90% plus win rate, win percentage with a minimum of 10 matches, and the first since Federer did this in 2004 through 2006.
Oosh, Fed. He did reach he reached all 4 Grand Slam finals, becoming one of the few men in the Open era to do so in the single season, and he won 2 of them, Australia and Wimbledon. And if you guys are watching our vlog, guys, you may have found out that a Grand Slam isn't what we think it means. A Grand Slam means winning all 4 in the year. They're called, what we call them, Grand Slams anyway, which for me,
you didn't know.
I didn't know, but the people who probably watch this podcast probably knew. I didn't know. I was thrilled to know. Thank you, Adelia, for that. When we went through our tour of the,
I just remember you being so confused as to why it said a Grand Slam.
Yeah, because I was like, "What do you mean Rod Laver only won 2 of them? I'm pretty sure he has like 8 or like 9. Yeah. What are we talking about here?" But yeah. But winning all 4 means a Grand Slam. So there is that. And if you want to, we have the vlog on the channel here, so we also have that. So make sure to go like that video and subscribe as well. Using that video. His indoor hard court streak of 31.
We should say, Ferris, hold on before you move on to that. Yes. It's a vlog of us at the International Tennis Hall of Fame. Yes. You didn't mention that part. You just said in the vlog.
In the vlog, I apologize. In the vlog, we were at the International Tennis Hall of Fame in Newport, Rhode Island. We
Rhode
really loved
Island.
it. Shout out to the 3 gentlemen who helped us out. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
They almost took all my money because some of that stuff was pretty cool.
They didn't almost
Oh,
take all your money.
I almost gave it to them.
You almost spent all your
I
money. That
almost
was
gave
not their
them.
fault.
Yeah. I may bust out a sweater for the pod, especially that one sweater I really like. So make sure to be on the lookout for that
Yeah.
one. But back to some of the stats about Jannik Sinner: 31 consecutive victories on indoor hard courts,
That
39 and
streak's still active, I believe.
yeah, I think it is. 39 and 3 on hard courts, 11 and 2 on clay. One of his losses being one of the best finals in all of the
Yeah.
French Open history. So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
He won 58% of his second serve returns, 92% of his service games, and high percentage on his second serves approaching 60%. He dominated opponents with an improved serve, lethal return game, and leading the ATP Tour both service games won and return games won. First person to ever lead the ATP Tour in both categories in a single season. And we're talking about a sport that had Rafa, Fed, and Joker. They never did that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's pretty impressive. He finished the season on a 15-match winning streak.
Yep.
So I say that all to say this, Adelia.
Yep.
Good luck to everyone else.
He
Good
does
luck.
have Djokovic in his side, in his half. That'd be a semifinal.
Yeah, but
I don't know what we're gonna get from Djokovic. We're gonna talk about Djokovic a little bit later,
yeah.
but there are the opportunity for some road bumps.
Yeah. Um Jannik Sinner, man. Jannik Sinner. The one thing, Adelia, that may be that we may not be people aren't talking about, but maybe a factor is he no longer has his head coach. Darren Cahill retired last year. He's no longer gonna travel and be the coach of he's done coaching. You know, he wants to spend more time with his family. Do you think that affects Jannik Sinner overall? Or is that just like, whatever, man? He's a machine. We're gonna keep it moving.
I don't know. It is interesting coming into the Australian Open this year with the coaching change for Sinner there, with Darren retiring, and also the coaching change for Alcaraz.
Yes.
Interesting to see them both make that change, even
Mhm.
though they both had phenomenal years last year. I mean, Darren is the one that made the change for Yannick. I don't think
Yeah.
Yannick would have changed a thing, but um, it is interesting to see
Yeah.
that they've both sort of arrived down here, and there's a little bit of uncertainty in that area.
All right. That's perfect. That's perfect. So let's get right into it. We talked about the champions. Those are probably some of our favorites to win this tournament. But we kind of said, let's now pick 3 other people that may win it outside of them. If something happens to them, these possibly 3 men or women are probably going to win the title. Let's go with yours first, Adelia. On your side, I wanna
Okay.
let me go to your picks. There it is.
Yeah.
One being Novak Djokovic.
Yeah.
What went through your mind? Do you think he still has enough in the tank?
I think you can never count out Novak, especially in Melbourne. He's won
Mm-hmm.
this thing 10 times for a reason. Um, if he gets on a run, we've got to remember too, he lost in the semifinals last year, and he lost because he had to retire because he hurt his hamstring.
Mm-hmm.
Like, age is definitely catching up with him. There's been more injuries than there were before, but you can never count him out.
Yeah. I'll,
And I just don't know if there's anybody else who's ready to step up in the way that he clearly still wants to, or he wouldn't be here. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, I'm with you 100%. His path to glory would be first
Projected
round.
path.
His projected path to glory is first round Pedro Martinez, not the baseball player. Round 2 it would be Terrence Atmain, Atmain,
Mm-hmm.
Atmain, and then it would be round 3. It would be American Brandon Nakashima, and then it would be round 4 Jakub Mensik, the Czech. The Czech player, and then in the quarterfinals, possibly Taylor Fritz or Lorenzo Musetti. And if he gets
Musetti.
past Musetti, If he gets past both of them, he gets Jannik Sinner in the
He'd get
semis.
past one of them. He
If
wouldn't
he
face
gets
both
past
of
one of
them
them,
in the
you're right. Good.
quarterfinals.
Sorry, I meant to say either because either one of them will play him because they'll play each other. Either
Yeah.
one of them, and then the semifinals would be Jannik Sinner, and then the finals would. I like how you put in the notes Carlos Alcaraz or Alexander Zverev, but
Carlos has never made the final in Australia.
that is true. But
Alexander has.
that's a good point as well. He's lost, but he's made it.
He's lost, but he's
Yeah,
made it.
that's true. So that's his projected path.
Yeah.
That's not that bad of a path until
Not that bad of a path.
the semis, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I really want to talk about a deal. Your other two, right? Because Joker is Joker, right? But you said fifth seed Lorenzo Musetti. I forgot about Lorenzo when I was looking at the draw. I kind of forgot about. I should have looked at the. Well, I knew the fourth seed would be Novak. I don't think he was going to win it because he's gonna lose to Yannick. But yeah, Lorenzo Adelia. Tell us more about the Italian Lorenzo Musetti.
I just think he's one of those guys who has taken opportunities to beat players to get to semifinals and stuff before. And if things fall his way, who knows? Somebody at some point in time, or we're just going to have another big two era like we had the big three era, is going to have to step up and start challenging Alcaraz and Sinner. And I don't think that Lorenzo Musetti is the first name everyone would come to with that. But he's proven that he can win big matches, that he doesn't not have the temperament for those moments. And you never know. I mean, it's a brand new year. They're in Australia. Everybody's starting over from scratch, basically, in a lot of ways. And who knows?
I like that shout, Adelia. I like that shout. Now looking at yours makes mine look stupid. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Doesn't.
Kind of does.
It does not.
But tell me about his projected path, Adelia. Who would possibly any road bumps and victims, or and his side he'll be the victim.
He's got Rafael Collignon, round one. Round two would either be the other Lorenzo Sonego, or Carlos Taberner. Round three could be really interesting because he could get, among others, he could get Dimitrov, Mahach, or Tsitsipas. So that could be a really interesting matchup depending on who makes it there. Round four, Taylor Fritz or Yuri Lehechka could be the opponent. Quarterfinals, Djokovic. Semifinals, Sinner. Finals, likely Alcaraz. It's not an easy path once you get to round three. It'd be pretty difficult, but he's a guy that I would like to see break through and do something, because he's really put in the work. He's the fifth seed here. He's the world number 5, and he's not somebody that should just be discounted. You know what I mean?
I'm with you 110%.
You look very confused.
Yeah, me off on the men's single. Sorry, the notes come through. My bad. Sorry, my bad. That's my fault.
Okay.
Yeah, you're third. Yes.
My
third
other
country.
was Daniil Medvedev. I didn't finish this part of the notes apparently, but he starts off with Jesper de Jong. He should win that. And then his round 4 through the final is another kind of murderer's row of really great players. But Daniil has proven before that he knows how to win a Grand Slam. He's done it. He's beaten Djokovic in a final. He's made the final here before. Should have won. Totally choked it away to Rafa. But you just never know what you're going to get from Medvedev. He did not have a good season last year. That's why he's the 11th seed. But who knows?
Yeah, and out of all the alleged next generation guys, the ones before Sinner and Alcaraz, he's the only one with multiple majors to his name, I think, right?
No, he's only won one.
He's only won the U.S. Open?
Yep.
Oh, I thought he won 2.
He's
Oh,
made several finals,
okay.
but he's only
Okay,
won
got it, got
the
it, got
U.S.
it.
Open.
Yeah, so he has one while the others have none. Zverev,
Yeah,
Rublev.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
you can never take that away from him. He not only won a Grand Slam, he also beat Djokovic to do it, which
Mm-hmm.
is a very difficult task.
Yes, it is.
And you and I on this show before have joked about his eclectic trophy collection.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. There's a short on the channel if anybody wants to look at that. But I love Daniil. I think he's just a funny dude. I think he um, is very talented.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd love to see him win another one. Do I think it's going to be here? No, but it wouldn't surprise me either if at the end of this 2 weeks, um, he's the one on top.
Nah, I agree because someone always gets hot. Like his thing last year did. Like I know it's on the women's side, but last year no one expected Madison Keys.
Exactly.
Yeah, no one expected. Could some man like break through the mental hold those two men have? You know what I mean?
Hopefully.
Like hopefully. Now before we transition over to my picks on the men's side, guys, make sure again, thank you guys so much for joining us. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Like I said, we're 15 away from 300. So, share the link. So we appreciate it. But now let's move on to my picks. First one, kind of self-explanatory. It's Carlos Alcaraz. The one
This would
major
complete the career slam for him.
yes, it would. The one thing he hasn't won, I believe. So he's missing Australia, and Jannik is missing the French.
Yes.
So it's one up. They're missing a piece, and Carlos. Something always happens. I think he has he made the semifinal at least. I don't
I
think
think
I've.
he's only made the quarters in
That's
Australia.
what I'm thinking, right? I don't even think he's made the semis.
Yeah.
So he needs to. This is kind of like a bogey tournament for him, but also too. Then he unlike Jannik Sinner. Here's the thing that's a little different for the coaches. He left his coach.
He
His
made the
coach.
choice,
He
yeah.
made the choice. So it's a little different in the Jannik Sinner where Jannik didn't want Darren to leave, but Darren said, I'm leaving. So there's that. So how is that going to affect him and the team? I don't know. Is it for the best or is not? We'll see. So we'll see about that. So Tim, he's my pick. His projected path is Adam Walton in the first round, and then Yannick Hoffman in the second.
Hanthman.
Hanthman in the second. In the third round, it's either going to be Tommy Paul or Zhang Jinhen. Zhang Jinhen. Zhijin. Zhang Zhijin. And then the fourth round, if he gets past them, it's possibly going to be Alejandro Davidovich Fokina. And then if he gets past him, it's possible he's going to be against Australian Alex Diminor or Alexander Bublik. And if he gets past them, it's a myriad of a couple. It's either Sasha Zverev, Felix Auger-Aliassime, or Daniil Medvedev. So it'll be right up against your pick. And then in the final, it's either Sinner or Djokovic.
Yeah.
So there's that. And then, there's that. And then my
And then you went Homer.
Yeah, that I kind of went a little homer, but I also wanted to throw in a wrench because
Yeah.
I looked at the top 10 and I'm like, who could throw a wrench in here? And who needs to win as well?
Yeah.
Maybe a tad bit of American flag waving a bit. But yeah, my next shot is who, Adelia?
Ben Shelton.
Ben Shelton. Yeah. He had a good Australian Open a couple of years ago. Then he lost to Djokovic, and I think in the quarters. So he needs to take another step forward. He didn't look good last year. He got hurt at a point last year as well. I'm probably gonna eat crow for these next two picks because when you brought up Lorenzo Musetti, I'm like, oh snap, Lorenzo, of course. So him. So yeah, I think I may have messed up with this pick, Adelia. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't think so, because Ben
Okay.
has to be highly motivated to perform well here, because he made the semifinals here last year, Fares,
Yes.
and lost to Sinner.
Mm-hmm.
So if he goes out early, he's going to lose a ton of ranking points.
Yes.
So
See, that's the thing. Quarterfinal, then semifinal, final. That's
yeah,
step. That's the next step.
yeah.
So we'll see. And if he makes the final, that means he's beaten this path, Adelia.
Mm-hmm.
Of who?
He's got Ugo Humbert in the first round. That should be a really good match.
Mm-hmm.
Gael Monfils, who I believe announced he will be retiring. I don't know if it's at the end of this tournament or the end of this year, but Gael is a phenomenal player and has been for years and years and years. And good to see him, one last time in Australia, if nothing else. Valentin Vachereau at the third round possibly would be interesting. He is the Monegasque player, Ferris, who won the Shanghai Masters last year in a complete surprise.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've only known two Monegasque athletes. The other being Charles Leclerc,
Yeah.
and also him. Shout out to
Yeah.
them producing two good athletes. And then who else, Adelia? Where does he round out?
Casper Ruud would be a potential opponent in round 4.
Mm-hmm.
Sinner in the quarters, Djokovic or Mercedes in the semifinals, and Alcaraz in the final.
Yeah. So it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough.
It'd be
His
pretty tough,
injuries, yeah, his injuries let him slip in the rankings last year. Well, no, he hovered around 8 to 10, I think. So I think
Yeah,
so.
well, I mean, he's the 8th seed here, so.
Yeah. So I think he's perfectly fine. My final one, really, it's do or die with my final pick. It's shit or get off the pot. It's time. Like it's really kind of time for him to go to the next level. And if he can't do it now, then he won't. Like he won't. Because he's inching away to 30. You know what I mean? And in tennis, unless you're like superhuman, you don't tend to win a lot of majors when you're 30. And I don't know.
Especially for the first time.
Especially for the first time. You're right, Adelia. Especially for the first time. It's Taylor Fritz.
Yeah.
It's do or die for Taylor Fritz. It's do or die. He's it. He is the only. He's one of the a few American males since Andy Roddick to make a final. He's the only one since Andy. I think he's the only one since Andy Roddick.
He's not the only one since Andy Roddick.
Who?
Since Andy Roddick won one, there have been Americans in finals.
Really?
Agassi was in one against Federer at the U.S. Open in like 2005, 2006.
Okay,
like it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Andy Roddick is not the only person, American male, who's been in a Grand Slam final recently.
Yeah, I think when he made the U.S. Open 2 years ago,
final.
Yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah, it was like the first time since like 2009. I think that was the stat that ESPN provided. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't remember. But let's back to this. It's do or die. It's do or die.
Yeah. And he has not an easy road.
No, he doesn't. No, he does not. He made the semifinal in Wimbledon, and he had that great matchup against Carlos Alcaraz, where he kind of said, power serve, pin him in the, like the way he had a game plan. And he was really close to winning, but then he kind of just faltered at the end. Out of all the American group of him, Tommy Paul, Francis Tiafoe, and then you can throw in Ben Shelton in there as well now, and then Jensen Brooksby. He's the only one who's made a final. A lot of them made quarterfinals and semifinals, but he's the only one who made a final. For him, it's do or die. It's do or die, and his path is very treacherous. It's Valentin Royer in the first round. And then the second round, it's either going to be Jan Leonard Struijff or Vit
Priva.
Capriva. And then the third round, it's either going to be Yuri Lehechka or Stan the Man. It could be.
See, the only one you can say it's either going to be is the round 2, because that's the round 1 matchup that would make is round 2.
Yeah.
Round 3 could be either Lehechka or Stan Wawrinka, who's announced this is his last year on the tour. Round 4, Musetti or Tsitsipas are options that could be there. Quarterfinals, Djokovic. Semifinals, Sinner. Final, Alcatraz.
Yeah.
Alcaraz.
Yeah. So his honestly, his day could end in round 4.
His day could end in round
3. I think round 3. Yuri Lehechka is pretty good. He can get you. If you don't lock in, he can get you. So round 3 or 4, it could be the end of Taylor Fritz. So I picked him because it's do or die. It's do or die. It's either you win or you. I'm done. I'm done. Ben, he's been on the tour for 2 years. Adelia pointed out to me, he's been on the tour for 2 years. He was playing NCAA tennis from when he was young. He actually has an NCAA title at the University of Florida. So shout out to him. So he's only been on the tour for 2 years. I think this is his 3rd year full time on the tour for Ben Shelton. So good luck to him. You know, he is in his mid-20s.
Shug, thank you for joining us.
Hey, Shug. But yeah, I'm a little more optimistic for Ben. But Taylor, it's do or die. It's do or die. It's the end of Fritz. No. Yeah.
Fares, you are making that sound way more dramatic than it needs to be.
Okay, you're probably right. Because I have high standards for Taylor Fritz. I have high hopes for him. And I don't really think he's good on clay, so he ain't winning the French Open. You know what I mean?
An American's going to win the French Open in a very long time.
Exactly. So, like, the French is out of it. He had the semifinal match against Alcaraz on grass. But, grass is grass is just straight up complicated for everybody. Not just Americans, because the grass season only what, a month? You know what I mean?
A little more than a month, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little more than a month. So, with grass, either you get it or you don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you get it or you don't. And then, in the US Open, he made a final, but that's it. And, I want him to play better.
All right, so let's turn our attention to the women. We'll start with your picks, Fares. Your first pick, the world number 1.
Arena Sabalenka. Like, she's good, man. She also has an Australian Open to her name. I think she has 2. She has 2. And then she lost to Madison last year, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she won 2 in a row. Then she made the final. I think personally she's, my pick to win it. She's going to go 3 out of 4 for me personally. But yeah, that was my pick.
Like to tell me who she's playing in the first round.
You're a monster.
I'm not a monster. This is who she's playing in the first round.
Tiantosa Rakotomanga Rajanoa.
I'd say that's close enough.
I'll take the victory. I'll take the victory.
I mean, you got that probably more correct than you ever did Mario Berrettini's name.
Oh my God, I'm so disgusted with myself. I'm so disgusted with myself.
We'll talk about Mr. Berrettini here.
And if she gets past her opponent in the first round, she goes against Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova, and then in the third round, Emma Raducanu. In the fourth round, could be there. In the fourth round, possibly either Clara
Tauson.
Clara Tauson or Victoria Boko. So you say they am. Okay.
I think
Mboko.
So.
Okay. Mboko, the young Canadian player as well. But then if she makes it to the quarterfinals, which I expect her to do, she either gets Jasmine Paolini or Marta Koscheck, who she just beat I believe.
Again, you are making it sound black and white. These are potential opponents. There could
Okay,
be other people there.
yes, because these people could also be upset in their yes. The potential higher seeds is what we're doing, right? If the
Yeah,
higher
these
seeds
are the
move on,
higher seeds. Yeah.
if the higher seeds all move on, these are who she will face. My apology, that's on me. It's not black and white. She just beat Marta Koscheck last week
In Brisbane.
in Brisbane, and high seed possible opponent in the semifinal is Coco Gauff. Coco Gauff beat her in a major last year in France. So her and Coco Gauff have beaten each other, but this is Australia, so it's a little different. And then highest possible seed in the final is Iga Swiatek. And we've seen Iga get got a couple of times on hard court. In America, Coco beat her. She got beat by Madison Keys. We talked about it when we were at the International Tennis Hall of Fame, when we were in the majors gallery. Madison Keys had one of the best points in all of the majors last year, where Swiatek she shuffled trying to get into Madison Keys' head and her rhythm, and then she hit that ace in front of Swiatek's face. So, and in Sabalenka, she's beaten Iga Swiatek, and I'm a big fan of her. Hopefully she keeps her serve, because sometimes the serve lets her down. But I think she'll keep her serve this time around, because when she won in Brisbane, she was happier, she was lighter. She went through that a horrific ordeal with her partner. Now she's in a better place, I think, probably mentally, and I could see her win this tournament. That she's won 2 out of the last 3 years. My second opponent, possible winner outside of Madison Keys, is Coco Gauff. Coco Gauff has a U.S. Open to her name, has a French Open to her name. She just needs an Australian and a Wimbledon title to her name. So, new coach this year as well.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it unlocks something in her. I'm just really rooting for her. She's a world number 3. She may be an American, so it may seem like a homer pick, but I do truly believe she's one of the best tennis players in the planet. Hey, shout out to Jimmy. Jimmy's here, Adelia.
Yeah, I see that. Hi,
what's up, Jimmy?
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, so I think Coco Gauff is pretty dang good. Her path is Kamila Rakimova in the first round,
Mm-hmm.
and then possibly highest possible seed in the second round is either Venus Williams or Olga.
No, this one is black or white.
Oh, this one's black or white?
In the second round, either
Okay.
Venus Williams or Olga Danilovic, if she gets past Camila.
Yes. And then in the third round, highest possible, is Marketa Vandrousova. She's the one that won Wimbledon, right?
Yep.
That's the one that's won Wimbledon. I want to make sure I know recognize the name. And then if she gets past Vandrousova in the fourth round, highest possible seed, depending on if they don't get upset or not, fellow American Emma Navarro or Carolina Mukova. Mm-hmm. And then if she moves on to the quarterfinals, she's going to be against. Hey, thanks, Jimmy. I appreciate you, but come on, let's Jimmy be real. We're all here to see Adelia. Everyone is. She's the main star. I'm just here so Adelia can just bounce ideas off me. It's fine. Quarterfinals.
Not at all true.
Quarterfinals: Mira Andreeva or Alina Svitolina. Possible highest seeds if everything just plays out chalk.
You don't have to keep saying that.
Okay, I just want to make sure people may joining in. They may not know. I want to remind everybody. And then Arina Sabalenka, or in the semifinals, or in the finals, she gets Iga Swiatek or Elena Rybakina. She's beaten Sabalenka. I don't know if she's beaten Swiatek, and I don't know.
She's beaten Iga.
She's beaten. Oh, she beat her in the U.S. Open. She beat her in the U.S. Open. That's true.
She's beaten Iga before.
Yeah, or Elena Rybakina.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but speaking of Iga Swiatek, she is my third. She's my third person that is possible winner. I don't know if she's ever won Australia.
Has she won? No, she has not won Australia.
Again, yeah. Just like Carlos Alcaraz, Rafa Nadal's children, we like to call them. The Australian Open is their bogey tournament. And what is her possible path, Adelia?
Yua Yuan in round 1. Then she'll get either Marie Buskova or Renata Zarazua in round 2. She could face Anna Kalinskaya in round 3. Round 4, very interesting. A possible matchup against Naomi Osaka. That should be good if
That's a
that
good one.
happens.
That's pretty good.
Quarterfinals then could be Rybakina. Semifinals is interesting because it could be any of the top 3 Americans after Coco, Anisimova, Pegula, or the defending champ, Madison Keys. And then in the final, of course, highest seed remaining would be Sabalenka.
Yes. Yes.
Moving on to my 3 potential picks. By the way, Fares made his picks first, and then I made my picks after that to ensure that we all were talking about different people.
Yeah. Well, spread the love. Want to spread the
Spread
love.
the love. I didn't want to just go highest seeds with mine. I did. My first pick was Rybakina. Her road doesn't really get all that interesting until a potential round 3 against Maya Joint, the young Australian. She's the 30th seed. Would be really interesting to see them play.
Mm-hmm.
Bencic in round 4 is a possibility. Iga in the quarterfinals. That American trio again in the semis, and then in the final, depending on what goes on, it could be Sabalenka or Coco. Not an easy path by any means, but we've seen Rybakina go through draws at slams before. So,
Yep.
Karolina Mukova,
I really like this
she's one
pick,
of those.
Adelia. Well,
She's one
that's
of
a real
those
dark
dark
horse.
horse. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's one of those dark horse players. She's always very good. She can never quite get it done, but she's always very good. She's got Jacqueline Christian in the first round to play either Alexandra Iala or Alicia Parks. Possible Emma Navarro third round
Mm-hmm.
to maybe play Coco in the fourth. Her quarterfinal opponent could be Mira Andreeva. It could be Evelina Svitolina. It could be Marketa Vondrousova. All 3 of those matchups would be really good matchups, in my opinion.
Yes.
Semifinals, she'd get Sabalenka. And then finals, Iga or Rybakina. And then my last pick, because I've been waiting for her to break out and win one
Yes.
of these, is Mira Andreeva. But she has a tough, maybe the toughest first round match
Gauntlet.
for
I'm not
any
gonna
of the
lie,
top
man.
seeds.
It's pretty gauntlet right
Um,
there.
yeah, in Donna Vekic in the first round for Mira
Mm-hmm.
Andreeva. Donna's ranking has come down. She's not seeded anymore, but she is a ferocious competitor, and when she's on, and she can beat anybody. Um, Potential for Maria Sakkari in the round 2. Diana Yastremska could be there in round 3. Svitolina or Schneider in round 4. Then quarterfinals, depending on how things go, could be Coco, could be Emma Navarro, could be Karolina Mukova. Semifinals would be Sabalenka because she's in that half of the draw, and then the final, Iga or Rybakina. Um, None of this will go the way that we just went through all of those projected paths, but I find the projected paths to be very fascinating to look at as like anticipation for potential matches, and then being surprised when those matches don't come to fruition. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, no, because there's always one person one day that's on a heater that's gonna throw a wrench in the path. I remember when Leonard Tien beat someone he shouldn't have beaten, and
Yep.
Leonard Tien like made a fourth round, and everyone was like, "What?
I
What?"
believe that was the Australian Open last year.
There it is. Thank you. I knew it. Oh, he lost to he made the fourth round and he lost to Djokovic.
Yep.
Yeah, so like, yeah, someone's gonna go on a heater, win a match they're not supposed to win, because you may not, let's just say, Emma Navarro or Coco Golf ain't feeling it in round 3 or 4, and Carolina Mukova is on a heater and she beats them. You don't know. Not everyone rolls up every day. The greats win when they're not feeling great. That's what makes them the greats. But
Yeah.
a lot of people, man, they lose a lot of matches when they're not feeling great. So I can't wait. And usually the women's side is a lot more chaotic than on the men's side anyway. So
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I enjoy watching women's tennis because of the chaos it always ensues. Something always happens. Something always happens. You're like, whoa, what happened? Like I said, last year, ain't nobody said Madison Keys gonna win. Ain't nobody said it. Nobody. And she did. And she did.
She did.
Yeah,
Phenomenal. Yeah.
phenomenal. But let's now move on to a big story out of the Australian Open. It is the man who's won the most Australian Opens, Novak Djokovic. He holds an impressive 99-10 win-loss record at the tournament. If he wins, like I said, it'll be his 100th match win at Australia.
If he wins just his first round match, he'll have won 100 matches at the Australian Open alone. That's insane.
That's crazy. He had to retire in the semis last year, like Adelia said, because of a hamstring injury. After he lost his first set to Sasha Zverev. His first matchup is against Spain's Pedro Martinez. But the big question,
he should beat even at his age.
Yeah, he should beat. But the question we have at here, Adelia, is this his last Australian Open?
I don't know.
Yeah. Because he hasn't had the catastrophic injury that the other two guys have had. You know what I mean? He's had injuries.
He's had injuries for sure.
Yeah.
But he hasn't had that career-ending knee injury or whatever.
Yeah.
You know? Djokovic is interesting because he's said things in the past like he wants to play until the Summer Olympics come around again in LA in 2 years. He's said stuff like that, but he also was very introspective after he made the semifinals, I believe, if I'm recalling correctly, of every slam last year, but he didn't make a final.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that he sort of started thinking about like recovery and all the training you have to put in and all of that kind of stuff. And is it more important for him to spend time with his family now than to go, do a training block before the season, stuff like that? I will never put it past Novak Djokovic to show up year after year after year because that is what he has done. That's why he's still here. But I do find it interesting that he hasn't made an announcement that this is his last Australian Open. Because I really after the way that the semifinals went last year and his comments, I did sort of expect over the winter break that we would hear from him that 2026 would be his last season. And that's just not what happened.
Yeah, I'm with you. I also think he's gonna struggle with being normalized. You know what I mean?
I think he will too, yeah.
Because he's now a normal tennis player.
Mm-hmm.
He makes the semifinals, and then he goes up against an abnormal tennis player in Jannik Sinner, or he gets hurt and then has to retire against Sasha Zverev. He's now normal.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say he's exactly normal.
No, not exactly normal. He's still got that. He's still got the little joke, the joker in him.
It's the first time I think last year where it really hit him that he can't do the stuff that he's always been able to do in the same way anymore.
Yeah,
because it's not working anymore.
Mm-hmm.
There are guys out there that are better than him now. So,
yeah. And he used to think only he was like only two people are possibly better than me. Only two.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, Jimmy bringing this up. He said he wants to play until LA 2028, the Olympics in 2028.
He wants to defend the gold medal.
He wants to defend the gold medal, I guess. I mean, will he?
You're gonna be 40. You're gonna be 40.
He'll be older than 40 by then.
No, he's 38 right now. 2 years, he's 40.
Okay.
Is he not 38 right now?
Well, he's gonna be 39 this year, so
he'll be 41.
Older than 40 by the
time
41 of the Olympics.
Yeah, 41.
But yeah, I don't put anything past Djokovic. I wouldn't put it past him to go out early in this tournament because he is just here to have fun now and he doesn't want to
Mhm.
let go. And I wouldn't put it past him to make the semifinals and all of that again. Want to say hello to Ghost of Gerolitis,
Hey man,
who
hit that like,
says,
hit that subscribe, Ghost.
"Do you all play tennis? I have never had the best with hand-eye coordination, and every time I have attempted to play tennis, it has not ended well for me. So no, I don't play tennis." Ferris?
I've played it recreationally. Yeah, I've played like not in a not seriously, but I've played it like I've been on a tennis court and played it against my fellow family members. They're now more into pickleball now, which disgusts me. They're traders, and I hate pickleball. I despise it.
I can't stand
I
pickleball.
generally
I
think it's
don't
stupid.
understand
I hate it so
pickleball.
much. I hate
Yeah.
it. I hate it because
Yeah.
we were playing pickleball and it was slightly windy, and you're supposed to like underserve. I mean,
Mhm.
Adelia, he sees the TARDIS on the
Yeah,
shelf.
have the TARDIS on the shelf,
Yeah, like
absolutely.
so apparently you're supposed to underhand it. That's how you serve. You underhand it, and then there's like a kitchen. You
You are
can't.
absolutely correct, Ghost. Tennis
It's
is the
yeah,
best sport.
it's amazing. It's amazing. And like there's like a kitchen. You can't go in the kitchen. Yes,
Yeah,
Ghost.
it makes no sense. The game makes absolutely no sense.
It was like what kitchen? Why can't we go in the kitchen? Like I was confused as my cousin was talking to me. He was talking about kitchens and you can't go in here and it was like I was underserving it and then the wind would just blow the ball out and I'm just like, yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's louder too because it's like the paddle and the ball is like harder, so you hear the whack. And you
Yeah.
know what, man? Bring back the tennis courts, man. I'm disgusted. But okay, let's move on. Thank you, Ghost. I didn't mean to rant. Sorry. I just I
It's not a show on the Good Friends Better Rivals channel unless Ferris goes off on a tangent and a little
yeah
bit of a rant.
yeah.
So,
But yeah, man.
give me your thoughts on Djokovic.
Yeah, I think he's gonna give it one more year, and if it's the same results as last year, I think he's gonna be done. Because he's gonna like he's gonna keep like he's gonna keep playing to get some money. That's cool, but I think he's a little wired different. I think he wants to win the trophies, and if it's the same year with the same results, possibly semifinals and not winning anything, he may be like, you know what? I think I've met the wall and I'm out. And you know what? He may show up at LA 2028 at 41, and he may do that. But then he may get bounced quickly, or he may get bounced again in the semifinals. Because Olympic tennis is kind of also a little weird because it's Olympic tennis, and I didn't
It's
expect
not
him to win.
weird. It's wonderful.
No, it's wonderful, it's amazing, but like I didn't expect him to win it. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, that's and like in America they're doing hardcore, correct? In
Oh
LA?
yeah, it'll be a hard court in LA,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, so it's like it's a different environment. It's a different environment. Djokovic
Ghost
has
with
a
a minor neck injury in practice a couple days ago. I did not hear that.
yeah.
And you're absolutely right, Ghost. Age catches up to all of us.
That's the only
It
person
does.
that's undefeated. It's the only person
Yep.
that's undefeated. It's Father Time. He's
Father
gonna look at
time.
Djokovic. He's like he said, like how many times have you seen him run across that Australian Open court, slide, save a point, and not hurt his hamstring? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? How many times have we seen that? We've seen that so many times. But the one time he did it against Zverev, he was like, "Oh, my hammy." That's not good, you know.
Ghost saying they like it hard in LA, bro.
Okay,
Ferris is also in California, so
that is true. Yeah, that is true.
just the
Um,
northern part.
I should have. I really should have went to the Davis Cup, but it was when it was here. But it was a little. I was a little too late.
The
Tickets
Davis
were a
Cup
little
or the
expensive.
Laver Cup? The
Laver Cup,
Laver
man.
Cup was just there.
Yeah, the tickets were a little expensive, so I couldn't go.
Yeah.
But yeah, like how many times? Like his body is, you know, the injuries. He was like, I never used to get that one. Why am I getting it now?
Yeah.
It's because you're old.
Yeah.
So yo, I know one of my homies is 41. He sneezed. It hurt his back. He sneezed and hurt his back. Now imagine my 41 friend running around hard courts. He would break every bone in his body. He would tear everything. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Go saying Nole is king in Australia. Most of his slam titles there, I believe. Yeah,
10. 10 of them.
he's won it 10 times in
Yeah.
Australia. And he's saying Laver Cup hella expensive as well.
Yeah, man. It was yeah. I was like, come on, guys. Let's be more understanding here. It's the Laver Cup. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I think this is gonna be his last hurrah. If he doesn't win something, he means something like, why do this?
I think he might do the Venus Williams thing
Just
of
keep
like
playing.
come to the big ones, take off all the other ones. Um, Even if in 2028 he just plays the slams and the Olympics, he'll get a wild card into the Olympics. I'm
Yeah.
sure if he said
Absolutely.
this will be my like they did with Andy Murray.
Yes.
Andy Murray said my last tournament is going to be the Olympics, and so he had he got there. If Djokovic comes out and says my last tournament is going to be the 2028 Olympics, then they will make sure that he is on the team for the 2028 Olympics.
Yes.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
All right. So let's move on. Let's go through these real quick. So guys, this is a preview show. Absolutely, Ghost. Djokovic, his fans show up.
Yep.
Show up. Yeah. Funny also too, him and the other most famous Serbian athlete in the world share the same nickname. So there's that as well. A shout out to Nikola Jokic of the Denver Nuggets. Hope
Yep.
you're healthy, big dog. But let's go. These it's a preview show, so we're talking about the first round. So me and Adelia picked 3 matches each that we found interesting on the men and women's side. To point to, like, like, hey, if you want to watch these matches, I think you should watch these matches. I looked at them. So I'm gonna go through my picks really quickly because we're trying to keep this under an hour. My picks were on the women's side. It's world number 10 Belinda Bencic versus world 113 Katie Bolter. Bencic is 1-0 against her. She has 10 career singles titles, career highest ranking of world number 4. Bolter has 3 career singles titles, and her career highest ranking was world number 23. I thought that was a tremendous matchup because, like I said, on the women's side, it's pure chaos. So we may see an upset here, possibly. Belinda is, I really like her as a player. She may run over Katie, but I think Katie could possibly upset her in that round.
Katie, of course, is engaged to Alex de Minaur
Yes.
and is like, no, we're not going through the whole draw. We're not.
Yeah.
Ghost. And I'll answer your other question in a minute. She's always comfortable playing in Australia.
Yes.
So this will just be an interesting one to watch. Should be a good match.
Absolutely, absolutely. My second match to highlight in the first round is now on the men's draw. It is world number 8, Ben Shelton versus world number 36, Ugo Humbert. It's their first career meeting. Shelton, 3 career singles titles. Highest ranking was 5th. Humbert, 7 career singles titles, career high of 13. Ugo Humbert, he's a pretty damn good player, and if you underestimate him, he will get you. And this is something Ben Shelton needs. He needs to lock in, he needs to focus, and needs to win this. All right, it's lock in time for Ben Shelton. Last year you were a semifinals. You're a semifinals at Australia. Your next step is the finals. You win it. But next step is the finals. So you need to set up here, and that's a matchup I really liked in the first round.
Hey Jay, thanks for coming on.
What up, Jay? What's up, Big Jay? And lastly, any thoughts, Adelia?
Shelton and Humbert is one of the matches that I'm really looking forward to in the first round on the men's side.
And my last one is world number 7, Felix Auger-Aliassime versus world 46, Nuno Borges. Aliassime is 1-0. Aliassime has 8 career singles titles, career high of world number 5. Borges, 1 career title, and world and highest ranking of world number 30. The reason I picked this match is Felix doesn't win easy matches.
No, he does not.
Winning in straight sets for Felix has stopped happening. We're gonna get like a 5-rounder, and and
Five
I just know it.
setter, not a
Five setter,
five
sorry,
rounder.
not a five rounder, a five setter.
Although although between those two, it would maybe be like a boxing match.
Yeah, yeah, maybe a boxing match. So yeah, this is gonna go. This possibly going five. I don't think it's not going three. It's not going three. I'm thinking it's going five. Felix doesn't do easy. He does tense. He does heart pounding matches, and watching him is bad for my health. That's why I continue to watch him, because I need some adrenaline in my life and a little excitement. So I watch Felix Auger-Aliassime. So that's one of my picks as well. Adelia?
And before we get to my picks, I just want to address Ghost's question. If you were going to compare Djokovic to one of the doctors, which one would it be? Who is the GOAT doctor? Um, I started watching Doctor Who with Matt Smith as the doctor. I've never seen any of the doctors prior to Matt Smith, except for I've seen Tennant in the 60th anniversary specials. So I can't really speak to like what they're like. So I can't answer who the GOAT doctor is because my answer would just be Matt Smith, and I don't think that's probably accurate. Um, Djokovic, I'd compare to Peter Capaldi's doctor at this point.
Mm,
The elder statesman,
mhm.
you know, just trying to get the stuff that he needs to get done, and just that's the kind of energy that I feel from Djokovic these days. So that's who I would say. Ghost saying he'd go with Tennant. He was his fave. Yeah, I really got to go back and watch. I really do, but I have not done that. So okay,
My Doctor Who tidbit is David Tennant is married to the daughter of a doctor.
that's true.
That's my only tidbit.
That's true. The first match that jumped off the page for me when I looked at the men's draw was Matteo Berrettini, world number 56, against the world number 6, Alex de Minaur.
His name is Mateo,
Um,
guys. Mateo.
Matteo.
Mateo.
Fares has finally learned that.
Yes.
Um, for those of you who have not been around the rally for the history of this show, Ferris went through a phase where he kept calling him Mario Berrettini.
I'm done. I feel sick. I feel sick to my stomach.
um, Ferris not the best with tennis names, but he's learned a lot, and
At least
he's
I'm not
he's
like
gotten
Brad
better.
Gilbert.
Okay,
Like, where like I don't want to know your name. I'm just gonna give you a random nickname for no
you
reason.
you have a very long, complicated last name. I'm just gonna call you Scrabble. No.
Exactly. What?
Alex de Minaur always plays well when he's in Australia. Ghost is right. He played well at the United Cup this year. Berrettini, though, leads their head to head 3-2. And so this is kind of a tricky first round for de Minaur. I do think de Minaur will probably win in the end, but this one I'm really looking forward to. And then my next match I referenced earlier in the show, world number 70, Donna Vekic versus world number 8, Mira Andreeva. Um, Andreeva leads the head-to-head 1-0, but they are just gonna have a hell of a match.
Yes.
Donna Vekic is a phenomenal player. She's much better than world number 70. And I just can't wait to watch that match. Um,
Same thing with Matteo Berrettini because he's world 56, but that's due to injury. So Amir Andreeva and Alex Zimmer kind of got the short end of the stick because of the ranking adjustments. You know, yeah, that's true. Yeah, Mario Berrettini's loading trucks in Florence. You're absolutely correct. So yeah, like the injuries and the rating adjustment they kind of got the
yeah,
short end of the stick, both of them.
yeah. And then the last match that I'm looking forward to, I think it'll just be a really good match. World number 28, Sophia Kenin, of course, the former Australian Open champion, versus world number 52, Peyton Stearns. Whenever these American versus American matches happen, they're always interesting and fascinating in some way. Um, Kenin, she does she get some of that swagger back that she had in 2020 when she won the Australian Open? She had the injury that took her out for a very long time. She's come back. Peyton Stearns, she's fallen a little bit from her career high of 28, but um, there's something about these American on American matches that really interests me, and I think Kenan will probably walk away with this one. but I could see Peyton pulling an upset too.
Yep, yep. Great shouts, Adelia. Great shouts.
Yeah.
But now let's
Ghost saying Vekic and Andreeva both big hitters could be a banger. That's what I'm thinking.
that was a great shout, Adelia. Great shout.
And then Sternsey, she won a national championship in singles at the University of Texas. Same year Ben Shelton got it for the University of Florida.
Nice, nice.
Nice.
I didn't know she had
Peyton
an NCAA. Didn't know
Peyton
she had an
Stearns is a
NCAA
very
title.
good player. She's a very good player.
I didn't
So
know she had an NCAA title to her name. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, guys. Let's now end the show with our winners. Adelia, who do you have winning the men's side of the Australian Open?
I went back and forth on this,
All right.
but because of the fact that Carlitos has not even made a semifinal here yet, I went with, as you would put it, Ferris, seven deadly Jannik Sinner.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And I agree. I agree
Yeah,
100%. He's just something else on that hard court, especially down under now.
yeah,
He 31 straight matches, like we said, on hard court, still
indoor
active,
hard court,
indoor
indoor
hard
hard court.
court, indoor
15
indoor
match win
win
streak to end
streak.
the year last year.
So he's coming in on win streaks, both win
Yeah,
streaks. Let's see how he adjusts to Darren Cahill not being there. I think he probably adjusts a little bit, probably pretty good. But yeah, I agree with you, man. I agree. He's a monster. He's a monster.
Ghost
Yeah,
agrees. Hard to knock
yeah.
Sinner. He's a beast. Yeah,
Then we have a differing opinion on the women's side.
we do. You
Who
go
did you go
first.
with? I went with Arena Sabalenka, the champion that's won it for the 2 of the 3 years. I believe 1 year. So I'm just going in. She's in a better place. She just won Brisbane, so she got some momentum to her game, and I think she's gonna continue keeping it going. But yeah, I'm going with Arena Sabalenka.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Ghost here too. The women's side way more competitive. The
Absolutely.
WTA matchups are excellent. I went with someone that I didn't think I was going to go with before I saw the draw, and then I did see the draw, and I was like, there are so many opportunities for big players to knock other big players out of the tournament, especially as we get towards the later stages. I ended up going with Elena Rybakina.
I'm not gonna
She's
lie.
proven she can win a slam before.
Yes.
She's gotten to a Australian Open final before. I think it was the final against Sabalenka that year.
Yes.
Yeah, it was. So I'd love to see her break through and win her second slam.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It kind of took me back when I saw that name. I'm not gonna lie. I really did. But that's a good shout. That's a good shout because the other parts of the draw can help her out if people
Hmm.
lose. You know what I mean?
Ghost, if this happens, Amanda Anisimova wins. I will be the happiest person,
I
at least in Nebraska, when that happens.
Yes, I would also be very happy for her. She had a pretty good year last year. And then some finals happened. But go
Yeah,
like Ghost next. But
there's
who
there's
knows?
about 8 to 15 women that could win the thing.
I'm with
Absolutely.
you. I'm with you
The
100%.
the WTA side of things is so competitive, and that's the best part about it.
Yes. Yes. If you're gonna watch tennis, watch the women's side because with the women's side, you don't know what's gonna happen. So there's that. She's a
I'm not a Cornhusker. I am from Colorado originally. I just live here now. But
Yes.
yes.
But on that note, everyone, thank you guys so much for joining us. Make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate it. Well, like I said, we're 15 away from 300. So share the link. We'll be back in a couple of days to review the first round. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you had a wonderful.
Before we get out of here,
Oh, hit me again.
we will plug one more time our vlog from our visit to the International Tennis Hall of Fame. It's on the channel now. We had so much fun. It's about half an hour long, the vlog, and you get to see all different parts of the museum, and it was a lot of fun. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. Thanks, Ghost. Thanks, Jimmy. Thanks to Shug. Thanks to Jay. And we will see you for our first round review.
Peace out, y'all.